good evening, good day, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. Hi, how are you? It is Daniela back again with another video, and today we, excuse my notebook here, are going to be discussing makeup tips for people with eczema-prone skin, like me. So the thing about eczema is that it can be on certain sections of your skin. It doesn't have to be your whole skin. For me, it's all over, although right now I've got it pretty much under control with the exception of my neck and my arms. But it can be all over the skin. It can be in certain patches, which is why some people who have it in certain patches have combination skin. Eczema is always going to be dry. And eczema is like a catch-all term for a number of different skin issues, but the way that I have had it explained to me and the way that I've understood it is there is a protein missing in for our skin. And your skin is supposed to be a barrier like this. It is supposed to lock in moisture and all the vitamins and collagen and stuff that our skin needs and block out, you know, the bad stuff like irritants and pathogens and things that would suck the water out of our skin. And the problem with eczema is when you're missing that protein, instead of having this barrier-like skin, there are holes now in this wall. So irritants get in, and that's what causes all this itchiness and this dry stuff, and then you itch it, and it's a whole cycle. But the point being, the spots that have eczema are going to be dry because of these holes. Moisture escapes. And with that comes its own problems with makeup and the way that you apply it and the way that you prep your skin and the products that you might use. So I am here to help add tips for that. I have grown up my whole life with eczema. It didn't really get bad until I was 7, and I've always been interested in makeup. I've always thought it was pretty and cool and fun to play with, and I always had issues wearing it with my eczema because of the fact that when I put it on top of my eczema, it would always irritate it. And I did realize that there are certain products that my skin type can't use, specifically because of my eczema. And there are certain products that irritate my eczema more so than others, and I never had someone like lay it all out for me. And so it's been really touch and go most of my life, trying to figure out how to do what I want to do and have fun with this canvas on my face. And I haven't seen many YouTube videos that are like that either. So I wanted to be a source of help for aspiring makeup artists or people who just want to be a part of this community or just want to have fun and feel like they can't without irritating their skin. I'm here to help. So let's get into it. So I want to start with the do's first. So do number 1. I would use a makeup sponge to apply your foundation and your concealer more than I would use a brush. Because the sponge, you get it wet before you use it, so it adds hydration to your face while you're putting on product, whereas the brush is dry, so it doesn't. So there's that tip. Tip number 2, I would always, every single time before you do your makeup, make sure that you have washed your face and done your whole skincare routine. Moisturize before putting any kind of makeup on. That is imperative. Please excuse my finger thing here. That is imperative because first of all, if your face isn't clean when you put makeup on it, that is going to irritate the heck out of your eczema, and you are going to be scratching way more than you normally are. And second of all, it's going to dry out way quicker because you didn't help it with some extra moisturizer there, and then it's going to flake, and then it's going to be crunchy. Or it's not. I don't know how your guys' eczema works, but that's how mine works. And it's not a fun experience. So wash your face and moisturize every single time for putting on makeup. I would also recommend washing your face after you take it off, and take off your makeup regularly. Do not fall asleep in it. Do not. I've made that mistake so many times, and my skin has paid the price, and I will look like a raccoon, but instead of black all over my eyes, it will be red all the way down to here, and it is painful. It does not look good. I'm self-conscious about it. It's not fun. Don't do it. And don't fall asleep with makeup remover on your face. I do this so often. I'm such a hypocrite for telling you guys not to do this. But I will get lazy, or I'll just be really tired, and I will completely take off all my makeup with my makeup remover, but I will not do the next steps in my skincare routine, which is, you know, washing the face, putting on the moisturizer, doing all that jazz. And that's really bad because, first of all, you have this product sitting on your face all night long. That's going to irritate your skin, and you're not replenishing your skin with the moisture that it needs, and you're not cleaning it, and it's a recipe. Excuse me. It's a recipe for disaster. So this next tip is more about, tip number 3 or 4. I don't remember what number we're on, but this is more about knowing your skin. If you know that you do all those tips I just gave you, and you know that your skin can handle multiple days in a row of makeup, do so. Have fun. More power to you. But when you're first starting out and you're trying to figure out your skin and what it likes and what it doesn't, because everyone's skin is different, I would give breaks in between doing makeup, day breaks, or, you know, you can go 2 days of doing makeup and then just do a day of not, and just giving your skin a break, or maybe half a day, or just give your skin a break. That's the bottom line. Your skin needs a break. Even regular skin, not that eczema isn't. Skin that doesn't have eczema on it needs breaks. So yeah, just give your skin a break. Don't bake. We're on the don'ts now. Don't bake. And by baking, I mean the makeup technique of taking a sponge or taking a brush and just taking an obscene amount of powder and pressing it into your skin here, or here, or here, or here, and leaving it there for a good chunk of time. It's a no in my book. I'm sorry. Now, if you have combination skin and this is something that you like to do, if you have particularly oily skin here or here or here, more power to you. I am always more a proponent of having a skincare step that helps with the oil instead of baking and using all that powder. In general, that will dry out your skin like nobody's business. I know it's a big fad to put so much setting powder under your eyes because you think that it will set your eyes and they won't crease. It makes them crease more when you do that, because all of that powder will dry out this incredibly delicate skin right here, and it will settle into the fine lines, and it will pronounce these wrinkles and these whatever more so than if you would put nothing there, or if you just put a light dusting of setting powder. That's what I do. I will lightly dust under here. I'm sorry for the sparkle. Apparently my translucent setting powder has shine in it, and I didn't realize that. But yes, no baking. Don't wait a long time before washing your brushes and sponges. As I said before, your skin is a barrier. With eczema, that barrier is broken, and there are holes keeping out. There are holes that, instead of keeping out the irritants, let them in. So you have to be more gentle with your skin. And after a while, your makeup brushes and sponges pick up bacteria. And when you use those on your face, you put bacteria on your face. And that's not very good when you have all these holes. All that bacteria can get in, and that makes eczema flare-ups, that can cause breakouts, it can cause a lot of different issues. So really just wash your brushes and wash your sponges. Don't go crazy, don't do it every day. You don't have to, you don't go overboard. Do it once every 2 weeks, do it once a week, whatever works best with your schedule, but make it more of a regular thing. And then I guess another tip would be on the areas of your face that have eczema. For me, it's all over, so but on the areas of your face that have eczema, don't use mattifying products. Mattifying, again, just like baking, is made to dry down, be dry. It's mainly for people with oilier skin, and when you put something drying on something that can't retain moisture and is already dry, it's gonna flake, it's gonna itch, it's just not gonna look the best. And I remember when matte was a huge fad back when I was just starting to get into makeup, and matte was everywhere. Matte lipsticks, foundation, well, that's really all I can think of, but that was it was everywhere. And at the time, I didn't really know much about my skin. I didn't know that I had dry skin, and that dry skin types have a harder time using mattifying products. So, and I didn't know about all these skincare routines. I literally just slapped on some moisturizer, and that was about it. So, I've been there. I've made my fair share of mistakes. But just, be aware that mattifying products will dry out your skin. So either up your skincare game beforehand so your skin is more moisturized if you want to use those products, or use it on those places that don't have eczema, or just avoid them altogether. And I guess my last tip for this video would be to really just, I find that products with heavy fragrance really irritate my eczema. And I'm not sure if that's true of everyone else's eczema, but for me, if it smells very perfumey, I am going to itch everywhere and my whole face will turn red. I can't have perfumed lotions. There are certain detergents I can't use, like I can't use fabric softener. There are a lot of things that my eczema can't handle. And I think you just need to be aware of what your eczema can handle, like look at the ingredients and things, test them out, just a small patch on your skin first to see if your skin is okay with it. Just always be aware of what you are going to use on your body and how your body is going to react to it, and just be responsible with that. And yeah. Okay guys, those are my tips and tricks for doing makeup with eczema prone skin, and I hope that this helped. If you guys have any tips of your own that you find useful, feel free to sound off in the comments. I would love to hear them. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on what works for you and what doesn't, because like I said, eczema is a catch-all term for a lot of different skin problems, skin things. So what works for me might not work for you, and that's okay. And I hope that this was informative, and I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day.